I swear, it's a day later, a dollar short, you know. uh, Welcome to this live. This is totally new and unexpected, and I should probably kind of do some background on this. I had an episode planned, but I also just started a new 9 to 5 this week. It's a dream job. I love it. I'll talk more about it. But I was doing the footage, I was editing, and it was just not working. And I think because I wrote it at a time where I wasn't sure what I was getting involved in, and I got really nervous over my whole job thing. And I was pretty convinced that this was the end of my YouTube channel. And so that energy carried forward, right? Long story short, it all worked out, but I went to post today and I was like, I hate this video. And I just felt like it was a disservice to all of you to go and post something that kind of sucks. So I wasn't going to do that to you. And I decided instead to do a live. So I'm going to go and try to add a chat to this. I don't know how that will work, but we're going to try. So that way you guys can kind of see. I want to answer some questions because I'm actually in a dilemma right now, and I would love the help in figuring out kind of like what to do. I understand that there's not a lot of people here right now watching, but I will have kind of comments open, and I'd love to know your perception or your perspectives on this because I don't want to get myself into something that sucks later. Hey, Adventure, nice to see you. So I was just saying that I know that a lot of people actually, let me get this, see if I can get the chat uploaded so that you can actually see what's being written. We'll see. Sometimes, I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so far so good. I think you guys can probably see that in the live. Maybe. We'll see. Hey, there it is. Okay. See, I'm getting good at this. Also, my shirt says semi-feral. I felt like that was appropriate for today. All right, let's see if we can move the camera. There. This whole setup. So here's my dilemma. I have first of all, I guess I should start at the beginning. Work has been amazing. I have a really fantastic boss. She knows about the channel because I put it on my resume. But not only that, she's been like watching it because she loves anime. So she saw the episode where I went to Anime Boston. She sent it to some of her friends. And she's just been very on my side, which I appreciate. It's amazing. It's wonderful to have a boss who is for you and not against you. And it makes me want to work better and harder for her. So that being said, also, by the way, I'm sorry. This is my Christmas tree. It's still up. I'm trying to figure out when I can take it down. And that's a cat video because I didn't know what else to post. But because she's on like social media as well, she was like, hey, do you have a Patreon? Do you have a Discord? And I know that you guys have also been asking that. And I was like, no. And she's like, what are you doing? Which I appreciate. I appreciate questions like that. And I told her, I was like, well, I'm scared of having a Discord where I don't know what I'm getting into, and I've never done memberships, and I've never done Patreon. And she was like, you really should. And I know that, some of you wonderful people have also mentioned to me on my lives, like, why aren't you doing these things? And so I've been researching it. But I don't know what to do because you have YouTube memberships and you have Patreon. And the two can be done at the same time, but I'm hesitant to do that because they offer different things. So I don't want to be telling people, oh, on Patreon, we're going to be doing a watch party. I guess we're doing pull-ups commercials now. Sorry. It's like, I don't know. But, if we go on Patreon, there's like these commercials. I'm sorry. I can't deal with that. like, um, if we go on Patreon and I want to do a watch party, for example, let's say it's Christmas time and I think it's going to be fun to do some sort of like, you know, movie night where we watch Elf together, right? I can't do that on YouTube. They're going to kick me off midstream and possibly demonetize me, which sucks. Where with Patreon, the rules are a little more relaxed and there's ways of getting around that and stuff. So there's that. And I don't want to charge people $5 on both platforms when my YouTube video or viewers can't see what I'm offering on my Patreon, right? It's unfair. So I'm kind of hesitant to do both. I'd rather pick one or the other. That being said, YouTube, they take more from their creators, which I've always known. But you guys, how that affects you is that I think of it in terms of like, I don't know, like Christmas time, where I hear Sarah McLachlan, and she's doing the, singing In the Arms of an Angel, and you see little sad puppies or cats and, or sad kids, and she's like, for 2 quarters a day. And I go and I click on it, and I'm like, yeah, I want to sponsor a puppy. So I click on it, and I find out that a huge chunk of the money that I give is going to overhead. So I kind of want to be honest about this with you guys, because if you're paying for a membership, you deserve to know where your money's going, right? And the truth is, this is how you know I'm serious about this, because I have my little notebook. I did research. And according to this, YouTube takes a 30% cut from its creators, which, to put that in perspective for those of you like myself who don't like math, if you give me $100, $30 is going to YouTube, whatever that means, right? To whoever that means. So you deserve to know that. Where with Patreon, they take around 5 to 12%. And the other thing is too, I can set rates for tiers on YouTube, but YouTube has a final say, which is kind of crazy to me because they could charge you more or less, where it's not even, I don't have a say in it. So there's some shady stuff with that. Overall, creators really like Patreon because Patreon not only does like a 5 to 12% overhead, which I think is reasonable, but they also let creators set their own kind of like their own rates. They also are easier to integrate Discord, which I noticed that a lot of you have been wanting, because once I do my lives, sometimes you guys have great conversations and I'm like, man, I need to go to bed, but I don't want to interrupt your conversation. And so I'd love to offer you guys something where you can take that conversation and go on Discord and continue on forever, The other thing is that, where was it? Sorry, I'm reading my notes really quick. They do a lot more in terms of what I can offer you. Where with YouTube, it's so strict. The behind the scenes is that I can only play certain songs. If a song is on YouTube, I can't offer it as download on my memberships. Not that that's an issue, but they can kind of demonetize you for any reason. And because they're a corporation, it's really hard to fight. Where you get that a lot less with Discord. And, sorry, not Discord, but Patreon. So a lot of creators do that. They offer text, photos, audios, live streams, polls. And the idea is that if I did a Patreon, I could go and kind of keep it as more like a behind the scenes journal. I could give you guys updates on where I'm filming beforehand, or, just all the stuff that I don't use my Instagram to really show the behind the scenes. I don't do that anywhere. And I've been kind of trying to think of a place where I could put that, where it could live, where it's special, right? So for example, this is my childhood dollhouse. I don't know if you can see it. And of course, it's pink and purple. It's crazy. But I recently went to the world's largest dollhouse shop and I'm going to be redoing it. So I have like all kinds of different wallpaper picked out. And then I also have flooring and I also have like roof shingles. So we're not doing a purple roof anymore. And I'd love to feature that and show that progress somewhere. But it's not going to make a good YouTube video. It's not going to make a good short. So where does it live, right? And I'd really love to offer it for people who are members where you've been around for a while. I mean, you guys are the ones that have kind of made this channel what it is. So I guess what I'm saying is that I'd love your insight. I would love to know what you think of this. So if you're online, if you want to mention it, you can. Also, chat is up, but I will be checking the description below and seeing what you guys advise. Because also, too, I don't want to move you to another platform if that's not really what you're feeling. If you'd prefer to stay on YouTube and have everything on YouTube, I can do that. It's going to be a little harder, but I think I could manage it. I don't know. So that's where I am with that. And other than that, the lives have been so much fun. I know that, of course, we do Stardew Valley live every Monday at 7 p.m. EST for those of you who are new. It's so much fun. I think we're on our second year, and we're also starting to wrap up the spring segment. So getting into summer, and then on Wednesdays, I do a World of Warcraft Wednesday, and that's a lot of fun because we're just getting started with that. I think I'm a level, I'm not sure. I think no, we just got a mount, so I was level 12, I think, at this point. So, Adventure Creation says, I'm happy that you're exploring your possibilities. Thank you. I'm trying. I just don't want to, like, sometimes content creators can go and make unilateral decisions and then they expect people who watch them to just figure it out. And I've always found that to be a little, like, disrespectful. Because it's like, you guys are the ones who watch my channel, and why would I make decisions that don't involve you? You know? So I'd prefer to kind of get a second opinion. The lives are so much fun. And that's the thing. I'm trying to get that energy into a more stable place, because once the lives turn off, they're off. Like, if you're in a conversation with your friend, and I'm like, oh, sorry, I gotta go to bed, the whole conversation's gone. And I feel so bad. So my hope is that, like, that's going to be solved more with Discord, and I'm going to offer Discord regardless of whether it's on YouTube or Patreon. It's more of the extra content. And I almost, I had somebody explain it to me, like, YouTube is kind of like a main channel. Instagram is kind of like the announcement area. And then I also have a blog, which is where, you know, directions go for, you know, events that I've filmed or recipes. And that Patreon or a YouTube membership is more of like the behind the scenes, like a journal. I talk about my bentos. I check in with you guys. It's a lot more fun. So, yeah, but the lives are so much fun. I love those. And I like that it's two different vibes as well. Like, you have Stardew Valley, which is like a whole really gentle crowd. It's Monday. No one wants to stress out. It is very calm. And then you have Wednesday, and it's like World of Warcraft. And by this point, everyone's over it. Like, they've had 3 days of work. They're done. It's such a more angsty crowd. But yeah, I just kind of want to carry that to somewhere it can live. I feel like that's fair. And offering behind the scenes stuff, or even giving updates of like, oh, you know, I'm recording at this event today, just so that, you know, if you're in the same event, you can say hi. That'd be cool. But other than that, yeah, so I wanted to jump on here rather than putting out a video that I didn't like. And I didn't like the video because I've been researching this. I want to give you guys a good experience. And this won't be happening for a couple weeks. I'm still researching. I'm still kind of deciding. But I would love the opinion. So I think what I'm going to do is in the community section of this YouTube, I'm going to put a poll. And Discord is going to be included in either of these. It might be a tier thing where, you know, you have like a basic membership for one of the platforms and then a little bit extra will get you a Discord. I'm not sure. But I think what I'm going to do is I'll open up a poll and then you guys can kind of vote and see what works for you. Because I truly am like kind of cut down the middle. I don't want to move you guys to a different platform. I'm still going to have YouTube regardless. Like, this is staying. But I think it's more about socially, where do we live? Do we keep and stay on YouTube, which could do whatever in the future? Like, I mean, people have like, had their whole channels like kicked off for no reason. And part of me is like, I kind of want to diversify, but it's up to you guys. I'm welcome to advice and thoughts. So I know that this is a bit short. I hope you don't mind, but that's what's going on. So let me know if you have any questions, and I will be checking back occasionally and answering them. If I need to do another live later, that's okay, to answer questions. But yeah, that's my thoughts, and thank you guys so much for watching. Seriously, like, my channel wouldn't be anywhere where it is without you, because I wasn't planning for any of this. I was making videos for me so that I would remember one day when I'm old, like, oh, all the fun things I did. And then this kind of happened, and I'm woefully unprepared. But it's a lot of fun. I'm having so much fun, and I hope you are too. So thank you. And I plan to see you guys actually tomorrow. If you want to join my live, that's at 7 p.m. EST. We're doing Stardew Valley, and it's real chill. It's real fun. We can talk and have a great time. So thank you very much, and I'm going to call it here. So I will see you tomorrow or next Sunday. All right?